Welcome, welcome.
Hello, chat. You would be silly for thinking I wasn't gonna start the last episode of season 1.5 with the entire Architect album. Okay, hello, chat. I have messages. Oh, okay. T for you saying that you don't want to be, you think it's gonna be really heavy today. Honestly, it is, the start of it is pretty heavy. I would say that's the heavy part. After that, it's honestly gonna be a lot of just kind of setup stuff for Sage. I guess it might get heavy there, but I'm not sure. Hey Kay, we never had coffee, by the way, and if you want to bring me a cup of coffee, I just thought of that. But yes, hi Maddie, hi T, hi Kay. Hello? Okay. What did I hear you freak out about? Huh? No? What? What? When? Oh wait, when we were watching the show, that's why. I'm sorry, we've been outside. We've been outside. in the
Don't let
cold.
them lie to you, chat. I have the mug in my hand.
I'm sorry.
Bring me more.
Oh, okay. I thought for some reason my brain was like, we're gonna wait to drink coffee until we get back from scraping the stairs because we have had an ice storm. It's still technically gonna continue for a little bit longer. We're under a watch until like 1 a.m. or 1 something tomorrow. However, it's got most of it's done and then it's gonna restart for a little bit, but then it's gonna turn to rain, which is not the best because it's going to unfortunately probably refreeze tonight. But then we're going to be fine. It'll probably hopefully do something that'll help us a little bit. Plus the sun will be out tomorrow and stuff. So yeah. Watch it skip right over you. Wait, are we in a watch or are we in a warning or something? We're in an ice storm warning until 1 p.m. tomorrow. However, it's supposed to be that we are getting a little more freezing rain or something. Is that freezing rain? Whatever. Winter mix for the next like 2 hours, and then it's going to turn into rain for 2 hours, supposedly, and then it's just going to be cloudy throughout the night because it's the nighttime. Like you're not going to count sun, and then tomorrow we're going to get sun, but it's also not going to be super warm tomorrow. And supposedly, according to our schedule, we're supposed to be back at work on Tuesday. And I'm like, I don't know if that's going to be possible. If it doesn't warm up enough to thaw my fucking car out, I can't do much. I'll just text my boss and just be like, hey, so my car has a layer of ice over it. Who are you talking to? Kay keeps talking to someone and I'm so confused because I keep hearing her slightly through my headphones. I assume she's talking on the phone. Anyways, I need to take my meds. The meds that make me feel okay. That sounds weird. She's talking to Noctis, maybe. Or she's talking on the phone. Keep your secrets close. Do you believe everything you're told? Nope, I need one of these, not two. I've got a feeling you've been selling me out. Never wanted for you to say. Okay, there we go. Oh?
Noctis had something.
Oh. I was just like, are you good out there? I keep hearing you talk to someone. Are you talking to yourself?
He was trying to actively eat something and running away from me.
Okay. So, as a little bit of a teaser for what is to come later on. Who is she talking to? You called it. You called it, Ren. Ren, whatever your name is. You called it. She's talking to Noctis. As a little bit of a teaser for what is to come for Witchlight Season 2. See, my plan is for hopefully, knock on wood, for us to be able to get through episode Sage today. And then as long as we don't have adverse effects from the weather that's gonna like impact us in here, like, you know, power going out, knock on wood. No, don't, please don't. It is not to start the campaign up next week. It is for next week and the week after to be extra recap days where we can just talk about stuff that is happening, help catch people up podcast style for what's coming in, what's, you know, happened in season 1 and 1.5. Get people's thoughts if they want to attend. Talk about theories and stuff like that. And then in 3 weeks is when I plan to start season 2, and we can get back to the campaign Witchlight. That's what the first hour of stream is for. Yeah, but we can't cover enough. And while I know that, well, while I'm assuming that I have next Sunday off, I could not if we can't get back out on the roads on Tuesday. It could be like, hey, we're not working on Tuesday. Can everybody come in on Sunday to get you guys some more hours? And I'll be like, I don't fucking wanna, but I guess so. Especially if I have to pay for a fucking car repair. Which is another thing that happened. I went to go get Kay on Friday. I was on the phone with her and we were getting off the phone because I was about to turn in to come get her. And I noticed my car making a fucking weird noise and was like, what the fuck is this? And we stopped and pulled the hood up, and my radiator fan is knocking against my radiator. So I need a new radiator fan. Get a new car. Okay, T, you gonna pay for it? I've been thinking about it. But I'm like, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna afford it. Because like the first...
You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
Starberry Moon subscribed to your channel for 15 months.
Thanks for the tier 1 sub, Starberry. Have you tried being rich? I'm a streamer. If I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna need some whales. Leanne's already started the train. Let's go. Yeah, no, thank you, Leanne. I asked Leanne if she could be here a little early. Oh shit, she's streaming it too. Oh god. Telling them we'll open an OnlyFans at 500 subs. Look, the times are hard. I've kind of thought about that before anyways. I'm like, hey, how do we open an OnlyFans and get people to do anything? Look, it's okay. It's just the same pipeline as everything else. Twitch, I want to point out, if anyone from Twitch is watching this stream, VOD clip, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I'm not being serious about the OnlyFans. And even if I was, I would not promote it here. I would promote it other places. Do not worry. I just wanted to legally say that. It's a dead account. It should be, because I've been told what you put on there. And I don't know. No. Like, for you, you're just getting your bread. That's fine. Or you were just getting the bread. For other people who would subscribe to it, I was just like, I don't know about that. In this economy? But yeah, no, I'm like, I would have to exercise a lot more to ever think about opening something like that. And I would just be like, hey, it's here. You're never going to see my face. I would also have to get really good at makeup. Like really good at makeup. But yeah, no. Anyways, so that's what YouTube is for? Oh, for the makeup. Look, I was talking to one of my coworkers before we took this break, and they were just like, bro, I could see you just like, it's like you just look into it, you just get really fucking good at makeup, you just get that just looking chic, and I'm just like, I'm not that good at makeup. And she's just like, I think you could just, work on it and pull it off. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's weird. How I can tell T's demographic, and it's because she enjoys true crime. I know way too many women who just like way too many other women who just really like true crime, and I'm like, I know your aesthetic now. I think not all true crime. I worked with a girl who legitimately, she would sit over there in the bakery and would just sit there and listen to true crime podcasts the entire time. Every so often it'd be music, but most of the time she's like, yeah, I'm just listening to true crime, and I'm just like, God. Macabre person. I don't think, well, I'm probably not as macabre as other people. My aesthetic's more technically emo rock person. Emo goth rock, I don't know. Kay could probably describe it a lot better. Stephen King is my favorite author. It was also my mom's favorite author for a while. And then that changed. And then I introduced her to the Twilight books, and oh God, she really liked those. And then she found fucking 50 Shades of Grey, and I said, okay, I don't trust your book taste at all anymore. We did get her into Dresden, though. Why would you do that? I didn't mean to. I really enjoyed the first Twilight book. And I, like, sort of enjoyed the second Twilight book. And then... You got gifted a sub. Wait, what? Where? Got gifted a sub to what? Exactly. No, 50 Shades is a problematic book. Twilight, I'm like, first two Twilight books, I'm kind of okay with. I got to the, I don't know who that is. That's cool. I appreciate it. Thank you, whoever gifted a sub to my partner to Julie Music. But no, although now I'm getting what you mean. But no, I enjoyed the first two Twilight books. Just like the books. The movies, I'm like, no, I don't like these. These suck. These are awful. And I got to the third one and I just kind of read like 2 chapters and was like, I might pick this up later. And then I never did. And I'm glad I never did, because, oh boy. And I think it's perfectly fine. I do say the NDA that asks her to sign always came off more related to who he is than the situation. So you see how anyone not knowledgeable of the scene would not understand that. It wasn't clear enough. Yeah. And it led to people just being like, oh, it's so romantic. There's these things, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I guess, but like, he wasn't, like, as far as I'm aware, because I've never read them. I don't ever want to. They seem like they are written like trash and just promote they promote what people think that lifestyle is, and it's not. They think that it's just abusive bullshit or something, or it's so romantic because he's so hurt and he's just taking things. Yeah, no. Like, y'all are fucking crazy. Motherfucker is just abusing her, both physically and maybe reserved, suppressed. Yeah, it's like it has nothing to do with him being a romantic. He's just abusing her both physically and mentally and emotionally. That is not what the dom sub relationship is. I'm sorry, I don't believe that author has anything to do with that fucking lifestyle. She has nothing to do with that kink. You get pissed off she doesn't use her safe word, then has a motherfucking audacity to get upset that she did. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking horrendous. I can't believe we got the 50 Shades of Grey on this fucking stream. That's funny. Stab, stab, stab. Stamp. I dare my wife use her safe word when I'm horny. Well, don't you know? You know what? Fuck it. I'll say the quiet part out loud. Don't you know the wife is always supposed to be completely subservient to the husband, is always supposed to give in to his desires at all times. No, fuck you. I'll fucking talk about it as someone who was quote unquote the husband. I see everything like that and I'm like, that is fucking disgusting. No, if Kay was ever like, I am not in the mood for something or I am not okay with something, it didn't matter if I was fucking really like wanting to do the thing or whatever. We would, if it was a thing that really needed to happen, like, okay, non-sexual stuff, then it was very much we need to have a conversation about this and figure out how we can compromise. Nowadays, it is just TMI. Shut up. Nowadays, it's just like, yeah, we just, if she's not okay with something, okay, cool. Let's talk about why we're not okay with something and we can figure out how to approach the situation better in the future. That is the thing I always strive to do. T, if you ever fucking tell me TMI, I will pull some patriarchal bullshit. How come I can't give my own experiences and stuff without T making a joke of saying TMI? Notice I'm making a joke because I know it's a joke. At least it better be a joke. Oh. I'm trying to make sure my model isn't smiling. See, Renny, okay, Ren's player even wears a mask in real life. Oh my god. Chat, she goes, chat, T goes and takes off her mask and is like, yes, I will do whatever you bid, Bukai. That's the name of her mask. Both in the game and in real life. Oh. I'm so confused by the second part of that. Work on eliminating all of the O2 in my THC system. What does that mean? Is that just take some THC? Is that just smoke a bowl? I was beginning to wonder if Leanne was going to go ahead and sit in the house, but she's probably still talking to her stream. I need to pull up her stream. I thought about that too, about the okay, good. I'm not the only one. I didn't figure I was. She's talking about food. Okay. You know what? We could troll her a little bit by just going and watching her stream. Do I want to give maybe do a quick raid? No, because if I raid it ends my stream. I gotta do this. We gotta pause music. I need to change the
So, it is a good salad. It is a good salad. Axelorks. It's yummy. Tell us where you are. Oh, I can get in Discord. I'm literally here. I'll get in there. Is it this one? I'll get in there, that's fine. I forget every fucking time that that's in there. Salad in this stream? I know, right?
Fuck me in my fucking ass.
That was the wrong. I didn't think. Oh my god.
Oh my god, the thing is
Holy fuck. Oh.
Wait, let's stay just in a cocoon. Yeah, I'm in a cocoon. I'm gonna turn into a pretty little butterfly.
You should change your Fuki.
Anyways.
Oh fuck.
Why?
I
What's
forgot.
wrong with my Oh,
Your Fugi is
I
Cora.
forgot about the Fugi. Yeah. Hang on a second.
Also, your stream is on my stream.
Oh!
That's what I did. I told my chat, I was like, I'm gonna go fuck with Leanne by watching her stream. What the fuck? Okay.
Well, he was saying you were like, where the fuck are you? And I'm like,
That's
I'm
not.
here!
That is not what I said. She's a fucking liar. I did not say where are you. I was just like, oh, I'm amazed that I'm amazed that Leanne's not here right now. That's it. Can we stream together to combine chats?
Like,
I fucking wish.
My dear Edgar, I can see you. Quick, tell everyone I'm dead.
What the fuck is happening? What? You
That's
good?
the vibes it's giving. No.
Thanks, Google. I'm glad you're telling me about the fucking ice storm warning again, even though I already know it's here.
Mine did the same thing, don't worry. We were discussing how people are stupid during winter storms down here.
Yes, they are. I mean, and unfortunately, it's a thing where because everybody's freaking out and people are posting shit on social media and everything, boy, it triggers my shit, and I fucking had a panic attack. I almost had another one last night.
Maybe.
What the fuck?
Maybe.
What the fuck?
Maybe.
Hi.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, almost after we got off chat and everything, I was just like laying there. I was just laying there and excuse me. Do you not know how? I mean, it says I can knock here, which I'm assuming lets us join. However, we're both on Opera GX, which apparently that thing doesn't fucking support. Unless there's another website you have, T.
It's so stupid. You would think at this point. There you go. I fixed the Fuki.
Ah, yes.
You would think at this point, as I'm getting D&D pulled up.
Yeah,
See,
I'll show you, T.
Mine and yours pulled up.
I hit knock.
Weirdly.
Stream Together only supports Chrome and Firefox for now.
I just hit accept on my thing. Did it work?
No, it says Stream Together only supports Chrome and Firefox for now. We are expanding access to more. Oh.
On my screen chat, it let me accept.
What the fuck?
Oh! It's a miracle. It's a fucking miracle.
I can't.
You want me to send you one?
Sure.
Let me see if this will work. How do I... Can
I could just look it up. I need to stop having your stream on fucking screen. It's so funny.
I mean, it could get really weird. I could start playing things. I don't think you want that, though. Also, chat, we need to talk for a sec before we get fully into D&D.
You smell.
Alright? That's not what we need to talk about, okay? No.
Don't lie to me, boy.
Oh.
Okay, I'll stop.
Wait!
I'll stop.
Wait, there's a new trailer for the Super Mario movie. Yoshi's here!
What?
No,
What?
no, no.
You are distorting so fucking badly.
Yoshi! Look! Yeah, chat, it's Yoshi!
Huh?
On my stream.
Oh, Yoshi's in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Okay. That makes more
It's so
sense.
cute!
But
I'm
you
sorry, I
got so
derailed. I'm
excited and it
sorry.
fucking distorted you so badly. It was just.
I forgot they had like a direct today, apparently, for the movie.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
I was like, Yoshi!
I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, look at my YouTube.
Share
I have
chat.
problems with YouTube, clearly.
Share chat doesn't work here.
But you can tell I've been looking at things. Oh yeah, Muppet Show's coming back too. Now I was gonna show off. This is okay. What is so funny is you know I don't show that much YouTube content,
Yeah.
and I swear to you, for some reason in my brain the last like 24 hours I've been thinking nothing of Mortal Kombat, fucking
Oh no, it's because your phone hurt you.
huh?
Your phone heard you. Your phone is connected to
phone
Google.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
creepy.
was watching Max, but no.
I'm sure that I'm going to start getting makeup tutorial videos here in a little bit in my suggestions because I talked about makeup in my stream just a minute ago.
No. But no. Legitimately, I forgot some of this, okay? I forget that the differences with the stage fatalities, I also forgot about the crypt. I forgot that was a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
This just shows I have not played Mortal Kombat in so long. I was telling Kellen, okay, for context, I want to play fucking Lego Batman.
Oh my god, last night was fucking nuts after we got off stream. After we ended stream, holy shit. I thought Leanne was just gonna cry and I'm like, it's just a video game, Leanne.
Okay, so I'm gonna fucking say this before I show this fatality, which I find so fucking stupid. Okay? I'm sorry, but fucking PlayStation. Hi, this is your fucking service announcement. I hope you listen. Right? I myself, because my Sydney put me in this mood of like, I don't fucking play Tekken anymore. I don't want to play Power Washer. It's fine. Anyways.
There you go, chat. This is what she's showing.
Alright, scrolling through fucking PlayStation Network, alright? And I see thinking nostalgia. I'm like, oh my god, Lego Batman. Oh my god, I haven't played that since I was a child. And I'm like, oh, that's dumb. That's fun. Why not? Alright, we'll stream it. Click the button. Why is it not working? Clicks the button again. Not working. Why is it not working? If you don't fucking fix your PS3 library right now, I swear to God, because this has been a problem since the 16th of January. Almost 10 days! 10 days! And I swear to fucking God, if you don't fix this, I will riot. Yeah, I will bring out the fucking chainsaw. And there will be mayhem. There will be mayhem. Anyways,
Okay, then.
Mm-hmm. I want to show this fatality because I was watching just fatalities.
Yep.
The quality difference for, I think it's this one.
Why am I at 360p? It's better.
Oh, well, that's Mortal Kombat 1. Wrong one. That is Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, but it's not one to run as well. What the fuck? Twitch.
I forget.
Ah, no, I didn't mean to clip.
How,
no, discard.
I forget how fucking stupid Alien is in this game. I forget how stupid Alien is in this game.
Okay.
Because it's more like with the X-rays and stuff like that and things. I forget how, like, at the time, The quality was fantastic. This is groundbreaking.
Remember, he lives from
You
this.
look at it. Yeah, Reptile absolutely does. I forget how grotesque they started making these fatalities starting
Yeah.
from Mortal Kombat X. But even looking at it now compared to 9, because this is my first ever Mortal Kombat game. This was my experience, besides the oldies. Looking at this now, and then I watched Maximilian Dude like with 11, because I have played 11 religiously, and then watching MK1. The technology for some of this is so funny.
See, the
Because
cool,
this
I
game's
think the,
not that old.
yeah, I think the cool thing for Alien and MKX there is just, okay, this is when I'm
Yeah.
like, I hate, because Bo Raicho sucks.
Right, that's like-
The reason that I think Alien is cool in MKX for his fatalities is they're all just movie references.
They really are, and they did that, and I appreciate because they also did the same thing with RoboCop and Terminator. And I felt like because MKX is the absolute horror game. It is the horror DLC game. You can't tell me any different.
Oh no, it's just horror game. It's just horror movies.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, you have Leatherface, you got Alien, you have Jason. To me, that is my Mortal Kombat because again, I love all these characters. But I feel like, and this is something that I think we'll explore on Fighting Game Mondays. I want to go back to play Mortal Kombat because I feel nostalgia for it right now. Don't ask me why. But I want to play it, and I want to talk about my thoughts on it when I was experiencing Mortal Kombat for the first time compared to now because shit has gone down in Mortal Kombat 1. It became so trash when it came out. It was kind of sad. Absolute sadness.
Yeah.
So at some point in time, I want to go after we do our whole Resident Evil shit. I'm gonna go and look at Mortal Kombat for a time because we'll play like MKX and then we'll compare with MK1 because I have not played MK1.
Yeah.
I have avoided that shit, but I have seen gameplay of MK1. Don't think I don't watch stuff, you know. So yeah, I had to talk about and rant about this a little bit because I'm just like, this is the stuff I want back in Mortal Kombat is characters like Alien, where they're so are they kind of a weird hybrid that they had to create? It looks like Baraka in some ways, but I want this back in my damn video game.
Okay then.
Right
While
over.
while
Anyways,
Leanne's doing fighting game stuff, I'm gonna be doing speedrun stuff because I'm gonna be taking a look at the Kingdom Hearts series and seeing if I want to speedrun this.
yeah,
Alright.
I'm excited to see you do that.
That's gonna be interesting.
Anyways, all right, I would pull up Sage's sheet.
Yeah, I'm also gonna pull up, excuse me, Sage's character sheet.
Yeah, I had to rant on that because I literally had that thought last night. I'm like, oh my god, Mortal Kombat 10 is superior in all different ways. Leatherface, out of all 3 horror characters that came in the game, honestly, Leatherface, eh. I was so excited when Mortal Kombat 1 decided to have Ghostface. I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. I'm okay with this because his moveset is so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay. Are you good? Do you need to keep going?
No, I'm done.
Okay, just making sure. Are you gonna be okay? Oh, by the way, hey chat, I have a thing for you. So, the thing that I wrote. No, well, yeah. No, I won't tell. I'll tell you afterwards.
Why are you saying it this way?
I'll tell you afterwards. Don't worry about it. All right,
wait.
chat.
I was gonna say, what are the trigger warnings for today's stream?
Oh, right. I need to also do that. Let's see. It's definitely not dysphoria, possible sexual themes, and verbal abuse.
gonna say no. Let's not. Let's not do that. I would hope not. Let me make sure this is actually like y'all can hear this. I don't think y'all can. No, it's muted. Okay. Also, you guys couldn't hear fucking Talon this entire time. God, I'm so fucking stupid.
Oh my god.
I'm stupid! Anyways, it's fine. And none of y'all told me. None of y'all fucking told me either.
Chat, you're getting the call out.
They couldn't tell me about the music. I had to find that out myself later on. They couldn't tell me about you.
Guys,
Absolutely sad.
you didn't tell her that you couldn't hear me on her stream.
I am disappointed in all of you.
To be fair, they've probably turned yours down because like they're only going to listen to one of us. I was watching on Talons, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but there's some people in here that I know are not.
T is listening on my stream, as she said.
It's fine. I know, honestly, there's some people in here that are not in Talon's stream that I'm like, I'm looking at you guys. I'm looking at you. No, anybody that's listening on Talons is fine. There is nothing wrong with that. It's more so like, hey, I don't hear Talon. Something wrong, and I'm like, fucking Deep, Yoda,
So,
Axel,
okay.
Minty, I'm looking at y'all specifically.
Your content warnings for this stream are death. I could just send them to you instead.
Yeah, send them to me.
Okay, that way I don't have to announce them to everybody. Plus, it'll be on my it'll be on my stream. I just need to reveal it.
Yeah, because I'm typing it out now so I can pin it.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh! Wow.
Lizard's getting a warning. That's why it's in the bottom. No, content warning.
Like sexual themes. Huh?
Content warning for today's stream is death, blood, amputation, sexual themes, and depression.
Why did this not copy? Seriously?
I don't know.
I copied this damn thing.
I meant to start my music back.
Let me see if this works. There we go. Alright, and then pin. Manually unpin at the end of the stream. Okay.
Oh, right, I should do the same.
Alright. Content warning from also my chat. Same thing. I will have it pinned. Everything else I'm aware of, but
I will ask everybody to try and give me the reminder of saying, hey, please put content warnings for this stream. In season 2, unless I'm planning something, like there's always gonna be the content warning of like blood, death, violence, cursing.
Yeah.
I don't know who needs to hear cursing as a content warning. You're in a mature stream. But just like those three are just gonna be probably all throughout because that's just a content warning for D&D is blood, death, and violence.
Yeah. That is unfortunately just how D&D works.
Yeah. But unless I'm planning something, there's not going to be more content warnings for the most part. I mean, you could possibly say possible sexual themes, but we don't know. Okay.
Well, I'm chewing this.
Can't hear Leanne much over the music. Oh, whoops.
I'm also chewing on my salad, so. I also don't have my character thing up, it's just my Fugi of my dumb sticky note on me.
Thank you. I didn't do anything when you said thank you, Kay. That makes no fucking sense. You were like, I can't hear her much. Okay, well, let me adjust things. I didn't even adjust things yet. And she's like, thank you. Like, what? I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything. What do you mean? Oh, it's just because I moved my mic.
Yeah, but you were going to. Oh, okay. You know, music can come down a little bit. I think that's where I need to put it. I'm basically waiting for this song to end.
You're fine. I'm gonna check something really fast.
Actually,
I have
that
a
was-
billion.
D&D.
I actually changed my character.
No! Fucking hell.
What? What'd I do? What'd
Not
I do?
you, not you, not you.
All right, there we go.
I meant to just bring a playlist up to play it after the song, and it just went, all right, we're just changing it. I'm like, motherfucker, god damn it, fine.
Hello, Marina.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Oh, Marina, I do have your codes. I'm going to send that to you after stream. I do. They came in like 5 minutes ago. I sent the email. So I got
You
your,
live
I got your
Sage's new
code.
look. How can you see Sage's new look? Oh, you looked on D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you
Well, I
change your
also just
Fugi
changed
to be
comments.
your little thing up here?
Huh?
Why didn't you change your Fugi to be your new
Yeah,
profile
I figured
picture?
you might as well want to do it.
Oh, you are doing it. Okay.
Yeah. I also have one for the Witchlight Queen.
Ooh, I don't know if you're gonna want to manage that as much, but okay.
Well, I'm sorry. I need to have a picture for something. Anyways,
You're good. Okay, are we ready to go?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, that's not that's not what I'm wanting. Thank you.
Kay knows this, and boy,
I know. I hate that she knows this. It makes me scared.
I had to have her listen to it so that I could make sure I didn't fuck anything up. She was like, "No, you're good."
Oh God.
Starberry Moon's a chat. Are you ready to go? Remember, check your content warnings. Make sure you're okay. Otherwise, mute for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes.
Triggers. Yeah. Oh, thank you, hon. That's right. You haven't seen it yet.
Mute. I was gonna say if everybody is not okay hearing this part of the stream with the content warnings, I'll let both chats know when you are fine to not listen to this part anymore. It does have a lot of lore in it,
Yeah,
but if you're not ready for it yet, I'll let you know afterwards, and you can listen to the VOD when you are ready to do so.
Yes, and I will also give that warning to anybody else that needs to mute as well.
Okay.
And mine. So.
Here we go, chat. Queens are nothing without their knights. Sage was feeling that firsthand as rocks raced past her head. Kernanos was not letting up on her training as he threw primordial magic at her. She hopped from outcrop to outcrop as swiftly as her Harengon legs would carry her. She was able to find a small breather as she attempted to work her magics again. Her bow and swords lay shattered somewhere out in this endless void. She had been tasked with summoning her fairy gifts before the primordial god killed her. That had been 6 months ago, as she understood it. The spark started coming to her once more before she heard the rush of energy coming towards her again. Do not hide, Duchess Thornbloom. Adapt or accept that you are not enough. You decide what you deserve. Kernanos spoke loud enough to rattle Sage's thoughts. In the end, it's all the same to me. I can find another another court of Witchlight. Not hiding, Horned One, just planning, adapting, Sage retorted, knowing that her words would never distract the Old One. He was focused on forging her into something new. Something that she wasn't even sure that she wanted. You see, I persist. I've endured, Kern, so take all you want from me. A lance of ice grazed her and sent her spinning, flying to the ground. Sage gasped for air as the dust billowed out around her. How was she ever supposed to channel her fairy magics with all this chaos flying around? It was then that she saw him. Muset, engulfed in a hellfire as he fought with all of his might against a great horned beast. Somehow this beast was overpowering him, using his own tactics against the Harengon barbarian. Muset had always looked unbeatable when rushing forward before, and he had endured everything their adversaries had thrown at them so far. Even on the back foot, surely, she heard the sickening squelch of blade entering flesh before she could see the axe protruding from her friend's gut. She wanted to scream, if only she could be there. If they were there, then Muset would never lose. The beast pulled its axe from Muset as he crumpled to the floor, and Sage watched the light drain from his eyes. Sage screamed as the vision came to a close and the dust settled. She glared up at the old horned god with white-hot fury as she brought primordial flames to her hands and pitched them towards her opponent before hopping away and continuing this cruel training. Kernanos parried the fire away easily as he continued pursuing the furious hare. Flames and frost shot through the void as the primordial forces clashed. As sudden as her fury was brought on, it just as suddenly started to wane. The hurt of watching a friend die slowly deadened a part of her psyche, and the flames were gone from her hands as a gust of primordial wind caught her in the stomach, forcing the air out of her lungs and crumpling her into a heap on the cool earth. The image of a well-kept room filled her head, a single woman sitting in the middle of it, rocking and holding herself as sobs filled the room from behind her white mask. Ren was shaking from the crying that racked her body as she raised her head and looked at her surroundings. The fairy girl's glances became jerky and more desperate as she began to swing her arms around. Stone screamed as an invisible force cut deep gouges into the walls and wood splintered as furniture was torn apart. Sage watched as this pristine room became a hurricane of insanity in less than 10 seconds. Her masked friend grabbed at dolls and tore them limb from limb as her sobs turned into crazed laughter. The only untouched object being the picnic basket next to the door and the table it sat upon. Sage's cheeks dampened as more tears flowed for another friend she was being kept from. Another curse that was imparted on someone for her sake. She stomped her feet on the earth as she rose and sent rocks and mud flying towards the horned god. She caught him with one or two blows before he found her rhythm and began harmlessly blowing her primordial earth away. Sage suddenly catapulted herself towards the old one as she hit a lance of fire behind her stones and went to stab at Kernanos. He saw through the ruse and met her with a raised fist, knocking her concentration aside as the tight muscles in his punch rocked her back, slamming her into a far wall. Leanne, why can I hear myself?
You shouldn't be able to? That's
I
weird.
totally heard myself.
Okay, that's so weird.
Sage found herself in an orchard, seeing all the trees beginning to fruit as she watched a familiar blonde individual carefully picking their way through the trees as giant bees buzzed overhead. Tears silently fell as Alara snuck through the ordeal, anxiety obviously trying its best to take over. Landon stilled themselves as they breathed a shaky breath and stepped through the orchard. Finally, clearing the grove, Elle collapsed behind some sheltering trees as they began to sob quietly. A phantom look-alike appeared and began to scream at them before a fairy prince found them and gleefully clapped at their perseverance. Elle gripped their head tight as they screamed and summoned a gale around themselves. Transformed into a lustful figure after suffering all the stress of this test. The succubus walked over to the Fey Prince and helped him to his feet before strutting off with him, leaving the two phantoms behind to argue again. There was no way that was Elle. Neither aspect of her friend would have wanted any of that. Okay, fuck off, we're snoozing ads. Neither aspect of her friend would have wanted any of that. Sage mustered up the same wind she had seen in the vision and imbued her primordial power into it as she sent a hurricane at Kernanos. She had to tame her powers. She had to get back out there. She didn't want to see the pain her friends were going through. She didn't want to think about what could have happened to her light. She just wanted to hold the tiefling she loved. The buffet of wind caught the horned god by surprise and sent him reeling for a short time. He found the counter to the spell and tossed it aside as he watched Sage cocking his head to the side and preparing a huge, horrible spear of fire. Sage collapsed at the sight of the overwhelming power of the old one. She was just too tired. Her body wouldn't listen to her anymore. Her limit was just not vast enough to overcome this challenge. She dropped her head and tried to dream of Adriana, hoping she would not suffer for this failed monarch. Sage dreamed of a bright blue and white palace, surrounded by a howling gale of a snowstorm. She saw a room, isolating its occupant from the world. She watched the occupant be attacked by all the residents of the palace and watched her fight them all off, beaten and bloody at the end of each day. She saw a room. You good?
How are you hearing me? I muted my mic. The fuck?
Apparently you didn't. She saw a room, modified for the realm's most dangerous dance. One wrong move ending in a sharp and painful disaster. She saw a room, dropped out from under the girl as she was abandoned in the frigid wilderness and hunted for sport. She saw this girl return to this room and cry herself to sleep each night before waking herself up, screaming as another nightmare assailed her. She saw a room, cracked as innocent blood spilled from a wicked dagger she had been gifted. Then, Sage saw a different room. A room past painful reminders of a wonderful adventure. A thief who broke his bargain to save the girl, to keep her company. A weapon to remind them of their first failure. A dancer to remind the girl of her cursed hand. A piece of slagged iron with the plaque of Squirt that helped save her, or that helped save her light. And finally, a bed of flowers with a cocoon-like coffin holding a being of pure white. The girl walked to the white light and cared for it before settling down and finding peace under this pedestal. Suddenly, Sage saw an anvil. An anvil covered in dripping blood. A sword wreathed in cold flames. A hammer made of pure hate. She saw and heard Adriana scream. A scream that would haunt Sage's soul forever. She watched as Adriana's hand was amputated and forged into something new, but all she could focus on was desperately trying to wipe away Adriana's tears as she cried out, and nearly passed out before the vision ripped her away. That desperation called Sage's real body to channel primordial earth and carry her away from the spear of flame. Sage rose a broken mess, as her magic kept her alive during the horned god's onslaught. The final remnants of the vision called out to Sage as she blankly stared forward, the voice of her love carried along. I really miss you. Miss us. I don't know what to do without you. Breathe in, breathe out, Sage whispered in response. Just look how far we've come. I'm still alive, living out here in a world I built for you, and all this time I thought I'd be the one to give in, to give up, and in the pain. Lie down, hon. Stay still. Tell me, where are you now, my light, in my darkest of days? It hurts less in time. Sage faltered in her steps as she stumbled, tumbling away from some of the primordial destruction that had been thrown her way. She sat up, swaying as she blankly stared at Kernanos. So, you have had enough. Shame. You imply what you observe. In the end, you're just an absentee. Tell me, before you are slain, Thornbloom, just who did you pretend to be with all of your friends? An Oathbreaker? The question sent a spark of rage through Sage, and she defiantly raised her head at Kernanos. No, old one, I commit. She threw her hand up, conjuring a large fist made of ice, and rammed it into the horned god, sending him flying. I have the nerve to be who I'm made to be. The ice fist had blindsided Kernanos, and he blinked his eyes open, expecting the Witchlight monarch to be catching her breath. However, she was nowhere to be found. He swung his head all around to look for the Duchess until a silent burst of primordial magic caught his awareness perfectly in his blind spot, right before an arcane arrow thumped into the ground, barely missing his head. Arcane butterflies rose from the arrow where it had landed, and Kernanos followed its trail up to the hooded figure now standing on the cliff behind him, another arrow readied at his head. The red eyes of the figure were the only features she permitted him to see, as her movements had gracefully carried her body. I'm not fading out, old one. I'm not gonna change. I've earned my place among the enraged. So light it up, Kernanos. I'll never lose my weight again. Sage was able to scream to her visions. Fight. Every time you feel like giving up, fight. For everything you spent your whole life searching for, or searching to find, fight. The vision showed her Muset conquering the beast with flames of innovation. Rin taking off her white mask as it fell, cracked to the floor. Elle accepting who they may be and working towards the future. And Adriana picking herself off the floor to rise and run to Sage's side, a new power in the palm of her hand. We will not praise the throne that seeks defeat. And Sage has an arrow readied at a great old horned god's head.
Oh, shit.
Do you need a moment?
Oh my god, Banana. I feel the world. Oh my god.
So what I was teasing you, by the way, whenever I did the cold opens, because I'm sure that you realized you didn't get a cold open before. This is your cold open.
No. Yeah.
Just to tell you, Alara's cold open was 2,900 characters. Adriana's was 5,100. Sage's was 10,800. And the story I'm writing for season 2 stuff is 33,000. So anyways, in chat, that is why I said we should start a little early so that I can read this, because I didn't know how much people were going to I didn't know if people were going to need a minute. Leanne, you good?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm giggling. I'm kicking my feet here in glee.
Okay, the reason I did that is because I did that to Kay. I read that to Kay, and Kay was like, I'm about to fucking cry.
I was about to start crying, but the badassery kicked in, and I'm like, oh my fucking god.
So
Like,
yeah,
oh my god, I'm a badass.
you.
Like,
Oh.
oh my god. Oh, sorry.
All right, you good?
Yeah, anyways.
Okay. You found the magic. Carnano says that to you.
Oh, okay, it's my turn to talk. I didn't know if you were
I'm done with cold open. You're good.
Okay.
I could have played your song, but your song is better as a credits theme instead.
No, it's fine. Well, took me long enough. Well, I guess I have. Kind of just see her standing proudly as she still has that arrow notched.
Good job, Sage Thornbloom. I may now name you Witchlight Queen.
Sage lets out this long sigh. Mix of relief, fear, pain, sorrow, and a hint of excitement. As she slowly lowers her bow and puts away the arrow. You really think I'm truly ready for this?
No, but you've at least conquered the first step. Rest. We start again tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And he just kind of for you, he just kind of fades from existence in like a black smoky trail.
Okay. Once he's fully gone, she will
I thought I turned that off with the
kind of collapse. Once he leaves, she will kind of just gasp lightly and just go to her knees. Almost like she's starting to have a panic attack. And she'll pull her hood up and triggering's over.
That's the hey, here's the stuff I wrote. I don't believe we're gonna continue going into stuff like that. At least not descriptions. Themes will still be there,
yeah.
Sure, but it's not gonna be quite as heavy past this as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm still keep my mic in case we do talk.
Oh yeah, no, I'm still gonna have the pin there, but the hardest part of it is that I've written at least is over.
Yeah. But yeah, she'll kind of go on her knees and sit with like her like you know how somebody sits with their knees forward and their legs kind of just to the side. She'll sit like that, just trying to catch her breath, fighting over panic attack of what just happened.
Gotcha.
Realizing she tapped into that power, off the adrenaline rush, and she'll take her hood off. And the red eyes are still there.
I would say technically one of the red eyes is still there.
Yeah. Okay. And dual-eyed. Heterochromia, is that the right term?
It is heterochromia technically, but that's not what you've developed.
Okay. I say technically because I'm thinking Grahatia. But
oh no, you're good. You're good.
But she just starts to kind of just pant, fighting off, fully losing it. And you can see she's definitely gained another scar or two on her face.
Oh yeah. You've got
from
like
battle.
you've got bruises all over you, cuts in places. There is at least one or two new scars on you, and others might turn into scars if they don't get like dealt with.
Yeah.
No.
But she's fighting for control very clearly. And it takes a few minutes for her to finally.
As you were kind of
Gain
fighting
that
for this control, Sage hears a voice basically in her head. Why not relinquish yourself just over to me?
You want that, wouldn't you?
It would be more efficient, host.
That ain't happening anytime soon.
Very well.
Not
I
on
will
my
not
watch.
push the matter. I like the music, however, it's also like a little loud for me.
No. Amanda.
No, me. I can't hear yours. What are you talking about?
No.
I will not push the
I know
matter,
this-
Sage. It is not exactly, but it is kind of it feels like a presence that you've been trying to tap into. It feels like it's basically your, for lack of a better term, Witchlight mantle.
Okay.
If you wish to stay connected to the mortals, that is perfectly fine.
They aren't just mortals. That's what you're getting at.
The knights are just
Immortal.
mortals unless they have signed other deals. Host.
They may be mortal in body, they ain't in soul.
I mean no disrespect by calling them mortals, it's just a fact.
Fact or not, I'm still gonna argue with it on ya. Even if
You
True, correct.
waste your energy arguing instead of resting. Host, that will lead to
Yeah, well.
problems down the road.
you know, I've been trying to figure out exactly what to do with you.
What to
Yeah, I
do
may
with
have
me?
bruises, yeah. Well, in a sense of exactly where to put you in my brain. I know exactly what you are, or some sense.
I am what you were destined to be. Whether that is because you give yourself over to me and your powers, or if you wish to keep yourself a little more independent. I am not here to harm you, host.
No. While it is probably by destiny, I like to forge it in my own way if possible. As she says that, she's going to kind of stand up slowly, you know, taking account of what's wrong with like what's like bruised, cut, hurting, on her.
Yeah.
These broken parts ain't gonna fix themselves,
No.
and
Go ahead.
and she kind of just stretches out her back and stands up fully.
You stretching, Sage stretches out her back and just hears a bunch of pops.
Ooh. She winces at a couple. Damn, he got me good. Oh. Fuck,
Many,
I
many
forget how-
times.
Yeah, well, when you're fighting some sort of nature god, it kind of gives a ring of meaning to something else.
Agreed.
Alright, let's go get these things sanded. Knowing him, he's gonna make sure this done sooner than later tomorrow.
Would you like me to
And then
assist you with the healing process?
Hey, might as well. I'll be safe and sorry at some things.
Very well. And you feel a little bit of this like pinkish purple magic kind of come to your hands as it like streams out a little bit over your legs as you're walking, and your legs are starting to feel a bit better with this. As this magic is kind of coming out, you hear a very faint child's laughter. Not in a creepy way, in a very warm way.
Do I recognize this laughter at all, or is this
No,
absolutely fucking new to me?
it is just a child's laughter. It sounds like any other child's laughter you have ever passed by on the road or growing up. It even almost reminds of your laughter growing up.
She smiles at the laughter just a bit.
Okay. So, my laughter? No, Graham, not your laughter. You've never been music's never been a child. Music came out of the womb just like rage and infused and was like
Absolute rage baby.
he came out of the womb. Music came out of the womb fully grown and ready to fight.
Right. Maybe I'm hearing Ghost Girl's laughter. I don't know.
Feel bad for his mama. What the fuck? Sage goes and is able to kind of, there's a piece of this realm that you have carved out for yourself over time that is your little tiny place of comfort, and Kernanos respects that. Anytime that he wants you to start training, he either teleports you away from that to keep it safe, or comes and gets you and tells you it's time to train. He's never went to destroy this place of comfort. He has given you this part of the realm, and it is completely safe. It is unmarred from the rest of the battles that you've done with him. And it is there that you actually do find your bow, your longbow, and your scimitar. And by now, they actually look as though, because the last time you saw these two weapons, they were destroyed. Kernanos had come to attack you as you were using your longbow and trying to keep him off of you, and he basically struck you in such a way that it broke your bow in half. While you were attacking with the scimitar, he steeled himself enough to shatter your blade. But both of your weapons are back in this room for you, completely repaired.
Is this the first time he's done that, or no?
Yes, because you have basically been fighting Kernanos for just about what you perceive is about 3 months.
Well, at least he was kind enough to fix these for me.
Why
Saves me time
would-
from having to make something else.
Why would he not, host?
You never know. I mean, he respects this at least, which I appreciate.
The
I don't
old
know.
one has no need to disarm you forever.
No. But, from what I know, sometimes if you lose a weapon, you just have to try and make another one.
True.
I actually was thinking about doing if I had to. But, at least saves me some time to fully at least relax a tiny bit. as she kind of just finds a place to sit, stretch out a little bit.
Yeah, you're able to either sit on your bed, or if you have carved out a place in this to make yourself kind of a chair or a bench or something, you can also sit there. Either one's fine.
That would probably be the bed.
Okay.
Sorry, that's the most comfy.
As you go to sit, that magic has still been kind of slowly leaking out of your hands to help your legs, and the mantle inside of you. Host, may I borrow your arm?
Alright, I took a bite. What for you? I mean, you can, but don't try to do anything funny with it now.
Only if you perceive channeling healing magic as funny. And it just it kind of takes your right arm and just pushes like lofts it up to the sky, and just kind of opens your palm to the sky and starts waving slightly as this pink purple magic falls around you. And every so often, if you look in the motes of magic, you see the little butterflies. And again, you hear that child's laughter. You hear a slight sound of music that you can't quite place where you would have heard the tune from, but it is somewhat familiar to you.
She'll kind of raise an eyebrow at hearing the music, because the laughter, like, she kind of, I guess, is used to a point. But the music's definitely a little bit jarring to her.
Yeah. And after it has sorry, just really quick. After the mantle inside of you has kind of spread that magic, it lets your arm just drop next to you, and that magic is no longer leaking out of your hands.
Well, I kind of don't think I get used to this, even though it's still so new to me. And she's like kind of just wiggling her paw fingers, and what exactly? I don't know what that would actually be fucking called. To be honest.
It'd be your paw. You wiggle the fingers of your paw.
Yeah. She wiggles her paw fingers.
The mantle inside of you goes, I relinquish your arm back to you.
Well, I thank you that you did. I kind of need this for things. So she's trying to find humor in this.
Yeah.
Talking to it, because now she's gotten used to this talking with it. But she's still very much serious when she needs to be with it. It's kind of her only, like, way of not going insane.
Gotcha, yeah. Fair. So while you are sitting, well, I guess, what are you doing next is a better way to put it.
I'm going to take my bow, and I'm going to kind of make sure and restring what I need to do and just clean it.
Yeah, okay.
Even though he's already probably done that, but just out of pure habit.
Yeah, you're able to just kind of bend the bow a little bit, take the string off, and let it relax. You take out your stockpile of oils for the bow, and oil the bow to protect it. Let it sit there and dry. You re-oil your, I guess downstairs they're doing laundry or something, because I just saw a waft of steam come up all of a sudden. You're able to re-oil your a re-wax technically kind of thing, your bowstring. I don't remember if it's oil or wax that you can do on that. Either one's fine.
I don't know either. Yeah.
You treat the leather on the grip of your bow and kind of let everything dry. I guess you would pick up your scimitar and kind of give it a little bit of a sharpen and polish as well. But I'm assuming that
Yeah,
Sage
it's-
just kind of goes through the motions. I'm gonna double check.
Pretty much, and then after she finishes both the bow and the scimitar, then she pulls out the other project she was working on, and is I think I have it proficient in my sheet.
Your weapon
I
or your
do.
whip?
Yep, she's gonna kind of finish that.
Okay.
That's a
Before we get
project
into
she's
that,
working
I
on.
apologize, Leanne. I really need to use the bathroom all of a sudden.
No, go ahead, do whatever you need to.
So chat,
good,
I'll be
you're good.
right back in like 2 minutes.
I'll entertain mine.
I'm the turkey
It's
chat.
adorable. I know. It's adorable.
Okay. I can turn my music back down a little bit as we get back into this. Okay. But yeah, Sage pulls out this project she's been working on. This new whip that she has created.
I wouldn't say created, because technically she already had it when
Okay.
we were.
But it is a discipline that she kind of picked up right before all of this. So it came into this other realm that you're basically in, and yeah, I'm assuming that she's kind of, it's not a weapon that she started trying to use against Kernanos because you wanted to go with what you knew at the time. So it is now that she's already had it fairly well taken care of and everything, making sure it's good and loosened and oiled and everything that you kind of needed to do for it. So I'm guessing Sage just kind of sits in her, oh, that's another cardinal. That's a female or a different cardinal. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking out the window and I see birds everywhere.
Aww,
In our little
the
bush.
cardinal bird.
Cardinals
what
are my
cardinals
favorite. Are my favorite bird. They're the red ones.
You do know what they symbolize, right?
Maybe not.
Well, at least to me, with a friend of mine, his mom has that symbol to remember him by.
Ah.
So, yeah. So that's what I've always interpreted it as when I see a cardinal.
Anytime I see a cardinal, I always think it symbolizes good luck. Especially when they're like red cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bright red cardinals, and I've already seen one of those. I've also seen a blue jay out there, a cardinal, another cardinal, and maybe a sparrow. I don't know.
Wow, a variety of them.
Oh yeah, there's like a couple like collection of tree things that are great for them. And considering how much they're out right now, I'm like, I think I'm gonna trust the animals' judgment on the weather a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
So it brings hope to me. Anyways,
it does, which is good.
but I'm guessing that Sage just kind of decides to stand up in her little abode kind of thing that she's made. This little, it's like you've basically carved out a piece of what is essentially a mountain to create this, you know, home for you. And Sage is decides to sit there and pull out the whip and practice using this weapon.
Oh yeah, she would have like this setup of where she could whip cans or something, something she could whip and reuse, practice on.
Kale, I thought of for a second was I can't remember, Bensei.
Oh god.
Using the fucking meteor hammer.
Oh god. My god. Yeah, but no, it would have been not just for the whip, but for like a target for her bow and arrow, and
yeah,
some like not a dummy, but something to practice with her skills, so she doesn't get rusty.
Yeah,
with just him.
But yeah, you take the time to kind of practice with this whip until your arm gets pretty tired. Because through all this, you've also like you had used your longbow and scimitar a bit, but those are just not quite what you kind of need to use right now, I guess. It'd be really hard for her to work this whip, these slightly new motions to her, and then go back to a different weapon and use it when she's supposed to be trying to rest. Yeah. Sorry, I know this fucking song. It would be
like a different weapon every day.
Yeah.
Essentially.
But you do this. Make yourself like some kind of simple meal. Because it's not like you exactly need to eat, because you're in this other, what essentially is a dream realm almost, or a mindscape kind of thing. As you've been being trained by Carnanos, the god of the Feywild, basically. God of many other things, but that's the thing that pertains to you all, basically.
Right.
But you don't really need to eat, but you still go through those motions anyways to keep that bit of sanity, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it's for, to keep that sanity and still feel like she's alive, even though she is very much aware she is in kind of state realm. Yeah.
During this time that you have been here, or actually, let me finish the scene first. But after kind of eating and everything and resting after the practice with the whip and getting it, back to where it needs to be, making sure it's not damaged or anything, or doing its small maintenance on it. Yes, this is Xanarkand. It took me a second. I don't think it is now, but it was. Oh no, it's still Xanarkand. Let's just throw it over there. That's easier.
That's weird.
But Sage just, kind of sits there, contemplates just what's basically happened. I will say, actually, before almost dozing off, as you're sitting on this bench that you've created, and Sage just kind of shakes herself a little bit, picks herself back up, and goes to lay back down in the bed to actually sleep.
Mhm.
As you are sleeping, you as you are sleeping, you kind of reflect on everything that has happened so far, and this mindscape that you were brought into with Kernanos, who told you that he was going to train you to become the Witchlight Queen, that it was you had been called the monarch for so long that it was time to prove that you were worth this actual mantle. And he more or less bestowed the mantle straight onto you. And that itself, just from the pain of the mantle just being like basically dropped on you, you were basically unable to move for about a week or two. Just straight up. And you slowly kind of worked at this, and he gave you the task, or he said that basically before 6 months were up in this mindscape, that you were going to channel this mantle and master the ability to summon it to yourself to protect yourself. And if that didn't happen, that you would die, which is what today was. But during the 3 months before he actually fully began his attack, he allowed you to kind of train to harness magic, because you've never touched it really. You've only barely touched it before, and that was in a moment of basically death. But the mantle then actually sought you out to more or less resurrect you and deal with the Jabberwock.
And that's definitely what she would go back to, like, thinking of is that moment stuck in her head when she definitely with the first part of it, just like that months of training and stuff, that in her brain, and then as she started the attacks and things like that, definitely channeling into that memory.
Yeah,
for sure.
But during the time that you were just kind of training, he also Kernanos also tasked you with bettering yourself outside of just the combat, because you were always going to need some kind of skill to help prepare even more than just pure raw magic. And so you took up a craft. And may I ask what this craft was?
I took up, and I'm pulling up the name because I absolutely forgot it, and I don't have my, because I haven't finished some other stuff with it. I took up, I took up the idea of herbalism.
Herbalism, okay.
Yes.
So luckily for you, you've also been able to use this herbalism around, because it's your mind. It's basically your mindscape shared with this old horned god, where you can kind of help design things in your own little space in this realm. And through that, you've kind of grown a like small herb garden, more or less, to help your knowledge, help train things, help understand what each of these herbs are kind of going to do, the makeup of them, like their actual like structure straight up. And through this, you've also, in your kind of home, you actually installed more or less a small library, or not small library, a small laboratory for these herbs to change them into something new. So with that, Sage gains the proficiency in herbalism kit, and I'm going to add an herbalism kit to your inventory.
I become Bao Bao. But it makes sense, though.
It does.
It makes sense.
Herbalism kit.
You know? Now I ain't gonna become all cold-hearted for Jinshi. I ain't gonna do that now. Hold on.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There we go.
Oh wait, and that's right. You've never seen Apothecary Diaries.
I have
That's right.
not.
Oh, you need to. It's so fucking good.
During the next
It's one of my
3
favorite
months of your like memory dreams, basically, you go through how the fighting started with Kernanos, and he walked into your home at about 3 months ago or so, and just looked at you and said, "It's time." And at the time, you did not know what that meant. And so he took it, he basically was like, okay, and picked you up and threw you to a different part of the realm, and then chased after you.
She definitely would have been like a little bit unprepared for sure.
Yeah. Through that entire experience, you know, were able to use your abilities to kind of keep away from Kernanos for quite a while. You were able to use your ranger abilities to hide. And as you were doing this whole hiding from Kernanos and doing these hit and run tactics against him to try and just slow him down to maybe do other things, like you were going through the things that you knew. During these months of doing that, you started thinking of Adriana and remembering the motions you would see her do against opponents in these hit and run tactics that she would have to use that you ever saw or anything like that. And those memories helped you carry your feet a little lighter, helped you be a little faster in certain regards, and helped you just think of the way that you saw her movements, and it kind of helped bring new movements to yourself. Which chat explains why why Sage is now 5th level ranger and a 3rd level rogue.
Which the subclass for rogue is scout.
Is scout, which makes sense.
Yes, that was the only one that made sense out of all of them. Oh my god.
Yeah, the others had to just been like, just fucking play with it, I guess.
Yeah, I was kind of like, oh fuck, I'm screwed. And then I saw that, I was like, perfect, we're going with that. I did lose my nature proficiency though, which sucked. That was the one thing I was not.
You
happy
have
with.
Expertise.
I know, but it said like for some of the proficiency, I like lost it. When
Oh,
I did
you
the
lost a little bit of your numbers.
Yeah. The numbers went different. I was like, oh, okay. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh no.
You're fine. Looking at Sage's character sheet, I looked over it because Leanne was like, did I fuck something up? And I looked over and I'm like, no, you look good.
Well, that's what I told chat while you were in the bathroom. I'm like, this is the first time I've ever been a high level character like this. Ever. So I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to be level 9 after this too. Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be level 9 after. But yeah, no, it's definitely new territory, and I'm like making sure I don't fuck anything up. You know.
Yeah.
So. Which I haven't decided what to take for level 9, so that's still in the debate hole.
I know I would personally take, but it also depends on how you want to take your character later. Also,
yeah, that's why I'm kind of waiting for us to finish session before I decide.
Also, because Sage needs to level up 2 characters now. Also, I have a stipulation for you. Of you cannot level Witchlight Queen in anything but sorcerer.
That's fine.
She is always a sorcerer.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. I figured you would be doing that, and that's fine by me. I don't.
But from here, I'm just kind of going to give you, hey, you can do what you need to with the character. She must level up as a sorcerer, and you have to tell me if you're ever changing out a spell, and I have to approve that.
You already know I've had to ask you questions on
yes.
stuff already.
The Witchlight Queen is very much a offensive magic motherfucker. Or anything that just makes sense for stuff. Yeah, you can show chat. I'm going to show my chat.
Okay. I'm gonna show y'all the character sheet because literally
almost everybody
Helen and I talked.
actually no, not even almost everyone. Go ahead.
No, like with the Witchlight Queen, it was so interesting because Helen and I talked about, because I was like, okay,
Oh no, no.
I'm trying to figure out some spell stuff, and I was trying to figure out a lot of the spells because I've never played a sorcerer. Again, I've done magic with a ranger, but that's different. At least in my opinion, it's not pure straight. So in my brain, I'm like, okay, trying to figure out how a sorcerer works in turn with like, okay,
Like technically I could have made you a wizard to make it easier, because wizard is technically is on paper easier than sorcerer, but sorcerer makes sense for its flavor a lot more for the Witchlight Queen.
And I'm up for the challenge because this also lets me test sorcerer to see if I like sorcerer as a
exactly, because it's
class.
not like Leanne doesn't always have to channel the Witchlight Queen. It is there if she needs the power, or as if I need something for story. But to answer Yoda's questions, actually yes, almost everybody multiclassed except for our cleric. The only thing that Red did with his cleric was become a war domain cleric instead of life domain, I think. But yeah, at first I was going to say Adriana didn't change. I'm like, wait, no, Adriana totally became a ranger rogue. We have a ranger rogue, or sorry, we have a rogue ranger and a ranger rogue.
Yep. The girlfriend too.
To be fair, Adriana also gets one of the coolest sounding fucking ranger subclasses ever. Called fucking Winter Walker. It's so fucking cool.
So fucking cool.
It worked perfectly.
Looking into it, I was like, God. Yeah, I really did. I was so happy that it did.
Yep.
But yeah, look at all these chats. This is all my spells.
Yeah, here's the Witchlight Queen, by the way.
Yeah. Absolute insane. Currently, I told Helen I'm doing this just for my sanity's sake. In the notebook we're gonna have for Heliana's, I'm going to have the Witchlight stuff right in front at hand with all of the spells. So that way, if I'm channeling Sage and I'm needing to figure out which stuff with how these abilities work, I can look more on the fly rather than going onto the character sheet and looking it up and doing this and clicking and taking more time to figure out stuff. I can kind of look in my book and okay, this is what this is. Boom, boom, boom. Easier to focus on and still pay attention with the powers. So it's definitely an undertaking, but I personally feel like that at least gives me an opportunity to learn and do easier, because I'm coming into this at level, we're not even level 8, level 9, okay?
Yeah, because you get to level up your character soon.
Exactly. And I'm coming into this not knowing a damn thing about sorcery, so this is very new territory, and I'm gonna be slow, but I'm very thankful Tel will be very patient with me.
Yeah.
As we conquer this.
I'm also looking at this going, cool, we have 2 sorcerers in the party too. Oh god.
Yeah, but there's a unfortunate circumstance when I activate this power.
Oh yeah.
So, which I don't know if we'll get into right now. Probably later. Yeah.
We'll get into that if I'm able to do the recaps, because I'll tell all of chats what sorry, I'm eating a sandwich. Holy shit.
No, I agree. The sorcery point thing's very, very interesting and a little hard. But again, I'm up for the challenge and I'm fine with this. The way that Talon did this one and compared to another idea, I'm like, no, let's do it this way, because it's all the spells seem simple enough in sense with story and everything else wise with it. So that was something I definitely applauded. Again, Talon created all this chat. A reminder, this is none of my work. This is all Talon.
But no, I decided to we'll go over what each of the curses for the characters and their mechanics are in our catch-up weeks, in our recap weeks.
Yes.
But yeah.
And I'm gonna have to-
T,
will you-
what's Sage's type? Sage is a newer one that I found called Spellfire Sorcery. She basically works with using flames to do things such as healing others or giving them temporary hit points or causing other things to just take radiant fire damage just randomly.
Yeah.
Well, it's not randomly. It's literally anytime you spend a sorcery point as part of a magic action or bonus action, she can either give one of her allies temporary hit points or cause another creature to just take 1d4 radiant or fire damage. She also has a bunch of curing spells and stuff actually now because of Spellfire. And later on, actually with Witchlight Queen, you're always this. Spellfire has a thing where you can, it's called Absorb Spells. She will always have counterspell prepared. And if a target ever fails the saving throw against a counterspell, she gets to regain sorcery points, which I thought was insane because then you can take those same sorcery points and turn them into more spell slots to continue this stuff. So
Yeah.
you're going to get a
it's
lot of
like,
practice with your sorcery points. Fuck me, I want that for in. You have to be a Spellfire sorcerer. You can't be wild magic.
I definitely am gonna have to look up into sorcery points and the specials for sure. That's the other task I definitely need to take over.
Basically,
But I
you
will be
spend
doing-
your sorcery points to do meta magic, or you use your sorcery points to turn into spell slots. For you, literally, you can spend sorcery points to speed up spells, so you can do 2 spells in a turn, but they have to be like a cantrip and then a leveled spell.
That's and I've got a good amount of cantrips and to balance.
Yeah, and then you have empowered spells, so you can spend
maybe ask me for help.
So, and then you have empowered spell where you can, if you roll damage for a spell and don't like it, you can spend a sorcery point to re-roll up to 4 damage dice and use the new rolls.
Yeah. So T, if Helen is occupied, I may ask you for just a tiny bit of like, hey, what can I do with this again? Just for.
She says, I got you.
Sorcerer out. Thank you, bless you, my girl.
Luckily, she's not like, I'm gonna do this, and this. Like using her special ability to do more stuff and blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a definitely give and take learning experience with this. So there's gonna be times where I will be very cautious of what I do, but then also maybe do something and I'm like, I probably should have done that. Let's be real. It's a very interesting thing. So that is the Witchlight Queen. Interesting character sheet. So
what is innate
I'm going back to
sorcery?
Sages on my end.
Oh, you unleash magic for a minute, during which you gain the following benefits: spell save of your DC, or a spell save DC of your sorcerer spells increases by 1. You have advantage on attack rolls. Okay.
So very fun, very fun.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Ugh.
And then for the but no, Sage thinks over this time that she has spent getting her footwork to be quicker, more silent, and just kind of modeling these steps and everything after Adriana.
I keep on forgetting that you're so new to. So I'm not new. I played D&D, but it was never to this level of actually being able to be taught to be able to have somebody help me understand this and not learn on my own and figure out like, oh, here you go, figure it out yourself kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, that there's I'm very familiar. I've been familiar with D&D for probably at least 10 years now at this point, but I haven't fully been able to play until like the last year or two. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt on that.
No, you're good.
But yes.
But Sage thinks over all this time that you've kind of spent with all this stuff and getting quicker, thinking about your friends more or less, thinking about Adriana quite a bit. Because, of course. And in the morning, you kind of just are able to wake up on your own. Go through the motions that you kind of go through for a little bit before stepping outside and seeing Bernanos just kind of sitting next to your garden. He's more like kind of squatting almost because he's a very big, kind of goat-looking boy.
He's a big dude.
Yes. It's like he's sort of got, sometimes you see him with like goat legs and sometimes you just see him as just a huge muscly man.
Yeah. Well, I'd offer you some tea for this morning, but I don't think you would want any.
Why not, Monarch? Why not, Thornbloom?
Well, it's up to you, of course. I know
Do
some
you
people prefer something stronger.
Do you think that the Horned God is above tea?
Well, no. I was just waiting for you to say it.
I believe that your cups would be a little small, however.
Don't worry about it. I'll find something for you. As she goes to go and find something for him to drink his tea out of.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Sage like finds a barrel and brews tea in it somehow.
She would have learned how to do it and just triple up things. Don't
I think you have to more than triple up, but sure.
Yeah, I'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, no, he's later on. You kind of you and him are just sitting out in the garden more or less, as he's just like has a barrel in his hand and just kind of slowly sipping on it with you. Oh, it's such a good mental image. It's so funny.
Oh.
I thank you, Thornbloom. It's a nice start to our day.
Well, anything my mother taught me was that you had to have some sort of thing to wake you up. Might as well be tea. And it's the most polite thing to do for your elder people that, well, you're working with. They're helping you and training you. So, I still thank my mother after that.
Your mother was a... What?
It sounds like such southern hospitality.
Your mother was a very wise woman.
But man, if you talk back against her, she would whoop your ass.
I'm sure.
Well, probably not yours. You probably feel nothing, but
Nothing is worse than a mother's scorn sometimes. And if I'm the one who wronged her, then it is only fair that she take it out on me.
Sometimes I've wondered if they ever miss me. Wonder if I'm still alive somewhere or anything like that. I was pretty bad about communicating with them when before the carnival. Just kind of got caught up in adventures, if you could say that much.
I'm sure that they do miss you, Thornbloom.
I would hope so. They were nice folk. Now, compared to some other folks that I've seen with their children. One thing I always hated. I was glad about that. She kind of just sips her tea, looking up at the garden. nice little smile to her face, you know?
Well, do you think that you are ready?
She looks at him, kind of looks back, finishes her tea before she gently sets it down and stands up. Well, I do believe so. You are as well.
Very well. He kind of like stretches his neck and you hear just like a loud crack that just kind of resounds around the world a little bit. I've been trying to get that one out for a few months.
Oh, that sounds like that felt good. My goodness, I love it.
I will meet you at the range. And he disappears in that like white or that black billowy smoke.
Sage will kind of just shake her head, knowing that this is normal at this point, finding it kind of amusing. Him still doing that, almost like a childish kind of like, you know, when you see something so magical and now you get used to it as you grow, you're like, eh, okay, cool. That's kind of what's happening.
Okay.
Because she was first bewildered by it, but now she's just like, oh, that's normal ham, ha ha. You know, and she'll kind of take the cup and the barrel back inside before she, you know, it grabs all of her weapons and such, and then
Gotcha.
we'll go to meet him.
Whenever you go to meet him, instead of having to do the normal thing where you just kind of like, okay, I guess I'm gonna kind of hop between like floating stone. Actually, no, I guess you'd be like scaling down a mountain. The mantle just kind of sits there, or the mantle says to you, hold, host, try this. And as you take a step, you are suddenly step and you are 30 feet down the mountain. And you step again and you are another 30 feet, and you keep doing this. As you are walking, you are just moving extremely fast, but it doesn't feel like you're exerting yourself as much. You are instead just stepping through the Fae, basically.
Yeah, yeet step, exactly.
Yeet step. Technically it's called Misty Step, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm just going around. I'm zooming. I'm the Flash. And here I thought I was already fast enough with my feet. Well, the handy little trick you got there.
I take a bite and then I'm like, oh, Leanne will talk for a second. And then she catches me perfectly every time. Where I'm like, I'm almost done with the bite.
I mean, you've done that with me too, so it's only fair.
That's true.
Yeah.
Technically, it is not a trick that I have. It is a trick that you have, host.
Yeah, well, I guess it's something that I'll probably have to start using and getting used.
Only as much as you want, host.
Definitely gonna be something that everybody's gonna get used to or try to understand if I see him again.
I'm sure you will see them again.
I really hope so.
And if not, then we will do our best.
That will. That we will. And immediately thinks of everybody
Yeah.
in her brain. Just briefly.
You arrive at the training grounds, and instead of the usual thing that Perninos was doing, where it was just... Actually, no. He more or less looks at you as you arrive, puts up a wall behind you to help protect the mountain that you live on, more or less. And rushes you.
Okay. Fuck, we're going into combat, aren't we?
Well, in a role play sense, not in a mechanic sense.
Okay. I am going to use my new Misty Step ability and kind of just mystify from the rush to get behind him and flank him.
Yeah, you kind of step to the side of it to dodge him and step behind him. And as you step behind him, Thornbloom, that's an old trick, and just swirls around to catch you behind him. You are able to quickly take a step back using this ability to get out of the way of that swipe.
It's gonna be kind of a step back and under.
Well, yeah, you're able to dodge this swipe.
Yeah.
Pop my finger, sorry. That one was a little painful.
Because yeah, that would be. Ooh, that didn't sound happy.
Not exactly.
But yeah, she would have definitely at least started to go under, and she would have actually taken her whip this time with her to test it out against him.
Okay.
So she would have used that to kind of get under, use it, and wrap it around him to pull him off guard.
Actually, yeah, because of his swipe behind him like that, with you catching his arm, he would take a small bit of a stumble with that. Thornbloom, your old tricks are not going to be enough.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you
That's
sure can use them to twist them a little bit.
That was the entire point of this training. And you see him just kind of gather that spear of fire in his arm or in his hand to hurl it towards you.
Okay. She'll kind of watch this and immediately kind of tune into the voice.
That mantle.
Well, you want to control? Yeah, the mantle. Just call her little hallucination voice. No, it's not. Well, you said you wanted some control. You ready for it?
Host out, host dodge. And then you feel earth below your foot kind of push you out of the way of this lance of flame. I said nothing about wanting control. I am here to give you more power and to keep you safe.
And let's do that. As she kind of just smirks a tiny little bit in a playful manner. And she'll pull out her longbow and position herself.
Position herself as like to take on the mantle of the power and use the sorcerer part of you again?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to flavor it a little bit as Sage just kind of, more or less says all right, let's do this, and takes her hood behind her and pulls it over her head, and that's the feeling of the mantle being donned onto you as your eyes start glowing red under this hood again, and you are able to this second lance of fire that Kernanos throws at you, you were able to just kind of almost like a spirit just kind of circle around this and draw your bow and loose it towards him, and Kernanos dodges just perfectly fine. But you are able to use these shots to kind of just quickly a barrage of arrows you're able to just shoot at him, to launch at him. And kind of live in this anime fight VS. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like with I want to say something recent, like Maki, kind of just channeling into,
somewhat.
Yeah, somewhat that Kill Bill sense, you know. Just a little bit.
And as he goes to actually, you know, I don't want to go into the whole fight thing again because it's the thing.
I've thrown you off. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You loose this barrage of arrows towards him. He uses his magic to throw elements back at you. The Witchlight mantle on you is able to just swipe its hand, countering some of his spells, throwing the same primordial elements back at this horned god, and is able to just more or less keep use your reflexes to keep you safe while, you know, matching his elements that he's throwing, his attacks. But it just more or less says, you know, I'm here to keep you safe. It is up to you to innovate.
And innovate we shall. And she's going to, with a barrage of arrows, she kind of creates this pattern of kind of not coding the arena in them, but more so laying out them in plans. She would have definitely had some of them kind of be maybe elemental magic-fied. And so with the last one she hits close to him, would probably have some ice magic to it. Causing it, as it flies past him, to explode.
Yeah, okay.
And kind of catch him off guard with the explosion of the ice. Not like ice type, but I don't like what it would be. Explosion in a way. I don't know what the word is. Like it would be. I have to go back to my character sheet so I can look at it. I gotta go back to the sheet, y'all. It takes forever to freaking load. You know what's funniest too? The picture I have for this is the hood up and the eyes just being out. That is so funny. That's exactly
yeah, okay.
What we came up with that.
The bad thing about having my window up is, or my window where I can see outside, is a little bit of a anxiety as I see the weather continuing.
Yeah. But it would probably be probably, yes, I'm looking at my spells real fast. I would say that the arrow would be kind of, doesn't look like a full arrow, but maybe like a witch bolt.
Okay.
Rather. And so it's would automatically do crackly energy against him at the highest level, probably 4th level.
Again, don't worry about counting it off or anything. This is just roleplay.
Yeah, just to witch bolt essentially, and cast this like purplish, pinkish, yellowish lightning.
Got it.
At him, as it, you know, crackles and kind of surrounds his whole body. If that makes any sense.
Sure.
And tell me if I'm
the Witchlight mantle is able to help you just channel raw magic into that arrow. As it kind of helps you hide this attack behind something that he must either dodge out of the way of or parry or however he's going to deal with it. It's able to help you hide this as you launch this arrow behind the attack. Watch him kind of slap the first part of your assault away, see the arrow coming, and just barely catch it in his hand as it kind of comes towards him and sends him more or less like into the ground as he's trying to stop the force of this, and he barely does as he's holding it. I would say that is good enough for today, Queen.
She kind of like not loosens her grip, but definitely still at the ready. And all you see in the HUD is just these red eyes just blinking with this look of oh god, what's this, like, not soulless, but more so like playfulness.
Didn't want
Kind of
2 hours
dark
of horror
playful.
music going on. It was like
Kinda
Arkham
like
horror music. I'm like, I don't want this going on.
I mean, like
We're past the
I could probably say it
horror.
this way, like I would probably say, like, when Sage is her normal self, she tries to be as sweet and kind as she can, but then when this other part of her comes out, it's this more playful, kind of like a child being pretending to be this like evil, not evil, but more so this like cocky, I'm ready for action, throw whatever you want at me kind of thing.
Hmm.
And it's just this look of pure, just I don't know what to say, kind of like Joker, but just more so come at me, bats, I dare you kind of thing, you know?
The mantle,
it's
as you're
weird.
kind of like doing this and thinking of yourself, the mantle just goes, "That's a very odd way to perceive me, host."
We gotta have a little bit of fun now, don't we?
I suppose, but that seems more cruel fun than actual fun.
Well, we can have some actual little fun if we want to. Just have to have the right time to do so.
Oh, I've got the YouTube audio doubled. Whoops. That's what happened.
No. Oh,
That's why it was so loud.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
But okay. So this kind of training regiment with Fernanos continues on for quite a while, and it becomes easier and easier for you to assume this mantle. And every once in a while, he actually is able to just kind of trip you up a little bit by forcing the mantle to let go of you. And it
Okay.
causes you to have to rely on your ranger training and this new training of the rogue, as you're able to, whenever he does this, just kind of hide from him, do these hit and run tactics until you're able to just kind of force that mantle back away from him, use a little bit of its power, and catch him off guard again. You get the
Okay.
feeling he's not exactly going as all out as he was that first time. It's definitely he's doing enough to challenge you, to force you to get more used to your gifts, to get better and better during all of this, but that it seems that he has recognized that you are able to use this mantle that he can bestow upon you, and why is the fucking music so fucking loud to me? I've not changed the volume, and it just feels like it keeps trying to get louder and louder.
I don't know, unless it's just something with your headset.
No, it's on YouTube Music. It's just the way the music was designed is just like slowly crescendoing higher and higher. And I'm like, bro, stop.
You know what I thought of? when the Witchlight Queen comes out, it's kind of like Jinx, but a more like monotone Jinx.
Sure.
I'm trying to figure out how I want to interpret it because it's like you have normal Sage is this kind of just polite, tries to be Miss Southern Belle kind of thing, and then when the Witchlight Queen part kind of comes out, it's more so this wog-hiled kind of like
Wog-hiled. Hog wild?
hog wild. I don't know. Yeah, it releases. It's like it releases my inhibitions. It feels the rain on my skin.
A
No
little
one else
bit,
can feel
yeah.
it for me.
But
Only
you-
I can let it in.
But also, to be fair, anytime this mantle's over you, you feel this always subtle joy and wonder to the world.
Yeah, it's the good kind of the good crazy.
Why
You
do
know?
I have motherfucking Inception music over here? What the fuck? Wow.
Wow. Meanwhile, I'm playing McKay's words for an old 2000 song. I'm sorry.
Release
I
your
need to- I need to
inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. Okay, we're done.
Anyways.
But this training with Kurnanos goes on for quite a while.
Excuse me. I'm good. I'm sorry.
But this kind of goes on for quite a while. It goes on for about, as you kind of perceive it, another about, well, as the world should perceive it, I guess. Another about 6 months. For you, it just kind of feels like time. You're not even sure exactly how much time, but just time. For the rest of the world, it is about another 6 months.
Right.
And you are at the end of this, like 6 months, you have another training session with Kurnanos and are able to best him in the way you've kind of been doing, except he pushes a little bit farther for this and just kind of pushes you harder and harder, even almost powering past the just Witchlight mantle itself. The mantle is actually having trouble keeping up with his assaults. And at one point you take kind of a blow from him that kind of reels you back and kind of reels you back and has you kind of collapse over a rock or a little outcropping of rock. And you look up at him as he like puts his arm up like he's going to start channeling a primordial magic at you. Ha! Get out! Don't fucking get on my PlayStation, fucker.
Hiding a bad kitty.
Yep. And he kind of raises his hand and then puts it down to reach to lift you back up. Like he's going to take your hand to help you up. And that is the time. And that is the end of our tenure. Thornbloom.
When he had hit me from the rock, that joyful plainness had gotten like knocked out, and Sage's like polite stuff came back up. Like oh, that got hit. And as he reaches up, she will blink at him, kind of just in this daze for a sec, and then she'll give a gentle smile as she takes his hand and will pull the hood down.
He pulls, Kurnanos pulls Sage up, helps her up to her feet. Your time for training has come to an end. Your body in the material plane has plenty of rest at this point. Do not worry how beaten and bruised you are as of right now. All will be better.
At least I would hope so, considering you did pretty much a number on me a few times.
Apologies, but hopefully it will allow you to put up with the beatings that lesser beings can put on you.
I appreciate what you done. Even if, you weren't the kindest in some of those punches, but I deserved it, and I wanted you to do that. Do what I needed to do or to be stronger.
Yes. Now, your training has led to a mission that, or has your training was for a problem that has arisen in the material plane and the world at large. It seems there is a realm that wishes to attack the others, and we cannot allow that.
Sage kind of frowns at that, looking a little bit serious.
These outsiders, these Fomorians, have tried to spread their corruption for long enough, and it is time for us to fight back.
Fight back we shall. Done it once. We'll do it again.
You are the weapon that has been forged over a longer amount of time than you realize.
Yeah, well, I learned here in the Fey realm, time gets fucked up, but that's Fey magic. What else can you do?
Not quite what I meant, but you'll catch on. The fairy courts kept a menagerie of creatures, and someone let them out. These fey creatures have escaped to the material plane and are attempting to cause mayhem. I have stopped the fairy royalty from deciding to send themselves into this battle. I do not need them using a spear when a scalpel would be better.
I'll even say why they have these kind of creatures in the first place.
They're
Are they as
creatures of
dangerous as
fairy.
you're making them out to be?
They have
Creatures of
been...
fairy, not.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I keep interrupting. I'm sorry.
I'll take the reins. Fuck it.
Take the reins.
They are creatures of fairy that have been that were born in Fae, but they harnessed the wild magics better than their peers and evolved to be more. This makes them extremely powerful. And so
Extremely
they
dangerous.
were, yes, and so they were originally sequestered to this menagerie, for they did nothing to be slain. Unfortunately, it seems I should have instructed the royalty to slay the creatures. These outsiders have worked their magic on some of these creatures, and they must be put down. The man...
As I've learned before,
Go ahead, go
I've
ahead.
seen. Sorry.
No.
not the first time I've seen creatures have to be put down for reasons, though I don't like it in some ways, but somehow I've come to an understanding that if you have to, you have to. And the fact that these people are using them for what you like to call whatever kind of reasons, which I'm sure we'll find out in due time, we'll take care of it. I'll make sure they're gone, they don't come back, hurt people. Whatever we can do to make things right again. The bad people, T. What do you expect me? How would you like me to word it?
Don't just
pedestrian?
just ignore it. That's what I have to do. So I'll say something and I'm like, yeah, this is sure, whatever. Anyways,
I'll call them pedestrians anyway.
Your mantle will assist you in routing out this corruption. I wish you luck, Queen Thornbloom. Someone is waiting for you.
She kind of blinks at hearing that. Somebody's been waiting for me?
He kind of pushes his hand forward, or he lifts his hand and pushes you slightly. And as you kind of lose your balance and fall back, you think you hit the ground.
Oh. Just hear her start groaning like,
And
oh god damn it, can I?
And Adriana, can you give your best reenactment of what you did at the end of your one-on-one session?
How far into do you need me to be?
When you were talking to Sage at the very end.
Bring the ears, Kay. It's fine. Bring them out.
Fuck, Sage. I don't know if I can. I can't do that again. Fuck, I miss you.
Oh, go ahead.
Nope, go for it.
And the first words that you have spoken in an entire year, Sage, is the single word, Adriana?
Adriana is going to look up from where she's kind of crumpled on the floor, tears like staining her face, looking completely exhausted on 1 HP, and she's just looking up at where Sage's face should be.
I would have blinked my eyes open at this point. First off, in bewilderment, because part of me is like, God damn it, I didn't tell him that he had leftover tea I made for him before I left. Like, dang, I was gonna tell him that. But then she's also kind of like, wait, hold on, where the fuck am I? Like, kind of like just like, kind of just confused. But then she sees Adriana, absolutely surprised, wide-eyed, just like, just shocked. And she won't say anything more, but she kind of reaches her paw out to gently touch Adriana's face to feel like if she's real or not, or just an illusion.
Adriana will stand up, shaking just a little bit, and hold Sage's paw up against her cheek and look deep into Sage's eyes, just in wonderment that she's awake and looking for signs that Sage is still okay.
As you look, or Adriana, as you look at Sage, you're able to look in her eyes and see that each of her eyes has a ring around it now, around the pupil, that is red. If you think of Final Fantasy
Holy
14
shit.
with the umbral rings or whatever you can do for your eyes, it's like that.
Oh, for the aura?
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting. Interesting.
Okay. Sage, are you there?
Holy shit, who the hell hurt you? Whose ass do I gotta kick? Who the
No
fuck
one's, no
touched you?
one's. No, I'm okay. She's gonna kind of look down at her new hand made out of like living metallic ice. Like, well, that's new, but
Sage looks
the
at the arm, like, also in shock. I, how? I saw you. I saw you on an anvil with screaming.
you saw.
What the hell?
Oh, I didn't
Fuck,
make
I'm
it
sorry, Sage.
really quick. I didn't make it
Yep.
I didn't make it as like I didn't point it out in my words. Whenever I said the thing of she's trying to clear away Adriana's tears, Sage in a spiritual form was literally kneeling down, trying to wipe away the tears from Adriana's face.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
How
Hey,
did you? Fuck, I'm sorry. You saw that? And Adriana's gonna like hold her hand to her chest and step back just a little bit.
I saw you. I saw music. I saw Elle. I
You
saw
saw the
Ren.
others?
Yeah. I, I, she's at this point. Sage is gonna kind of sit up, like just full on sit up, like getting bearings of where she is, what's happening, like just while this conversation's going on. Okay, not I'm not there anymore. I'm actually where are we actually?
Um, we're in the altar of memories. Queen Mab made this place to commemorate what happened in Prismere. But here, first, I'm so sorry. Let me help you out of that. Adriana's gonna try and assist Sage out of the coffin so they can like sit together on the floor.
Um, she'll definitely take that hand, kind of come out a little bit not necessarily like dizzy or like wiggly chicken leg knees.
I would say that
Um,
you're a little shaky on your legs, but definitely not as much as you would expect for not having moved for a year.
yeah, yeah. And as before we even sit down on the floor, she'll kind of just look at you fully,
Oh, that's the wrong one.
knowing now that you are very real and not some illusion that is she thinks. Um, Immediately tears start popping up in her eyes as she just smiles, not sadly, but kind of just in a sadness relief, and just pulls you into this tight hug. Just full on, like, oh my god, you're real. You're here. Oh god, I can touch
Adriana,
something without it fading.
Adriana is going to reciprocate the hug and just hold on to Sage as close as she can. Just, I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you're okay. Thank God you're
I
back.
got I got some stories. I gotta tell you what.
As you guys are
God, it takes
hugging
to hold
and
you.
talking, you start hearing footsteps coming down the hall outside of the door.
on, we can't have one goddamn moment.
And
Adriana is going to.
I was going to say,
go ahead.
Adriana, you know that there are only 3 people with keys to this room, and you're one of them. This is either about to be very bad or very good, because it could be Maeve or it could be Mab.
Okay. Either way, Adriana is going to turn towards the door and step in front of Sage protectively, waiting to see which one it's going to be.
The door opens, and behind it stands a very stoic-looking, white-haired woman, the Queen of Air and Darkness herself.
Crap.
Ah, so the Witchlight Queen has now been born. Good.
Adriana is going to immediately kneel in front of Mab. Yes, my queen.
Sage is gonna kind of raise a brow, very much not happy to see this person. Won't say anything. Tries not to show it very much.
Welcome, Sage Thornbloom. We are all happy to see that you have made it through Carnanos.
Mab? Yes, I made it through Chronos. He gave me a whooping, but it was a good whooping.
You
And
have
he's made
been...
me aware of what's happening.
Ah, yes, he is the one who informed all of us. He is the one who informed all of Fairy about the escape from the menagerie. It is our misfortune that these situations have occurred. However, there is a reason we have employed our knights against these creatures. You will receive help on these hunts as well. Night Sparrow, your friends from the tavern have departed, as I told them not to stick around and wait.
Thank you, my queen.
They left they left 2 flasks of something, I assume it's spirits, for you to be able to travel to their tavern at your convenience. I would suggest the both of you do that a little sooner than later. This job needs to get done before the material plane gets more unstable.
As you wish, my queen.
It'll be
It will
done.
be done.
It'll be done.
Also, I do not need another... Also, no wait, how do I want to put this? Also, Queen Thornbloom, it would do nice. You have been a guest of the Winter Court for an entire year now. Our debts are repaid to you, and we thank you for your service and hope that you have had a pleasant stay, even with the circumstances.
Immediately, Sage won't say anything, but she kind of darts her eyes from Mab to Adriana's arm. See, because what does Adriana look like right now? I mean, you said she's hurt still, isn't she?
I mean, she is like basically not caked in sweat anymore, but like sweat has dried all over her body. There is technically still like dried blood around the wrist, or around the like mid of her forearm, where that
stump.
Yeah, the stump, the used to be stump that's now been replaced. Her face is slightly flushed still. But yeah, she looks like she's been through a bit.
Oh, and she's got like huge bags under her eyes.
Yep.
God, okay. Um, Seeing all of this, she definitely frowns. Her inside is not happy seeing how Adriana's treated.
Sage?
You know, kind of
Oh.
the state. Hello? Can you hear me?
You cut
Hello?
out
Hello?
for a
You
minute.
cut out for just a second, but it's okay.
Yep, from your mic a little bit.
Oh, God. I'm not from my. I tried to change my earbud out, but that shouldn't have. The hell?
I don't know.
Okay.
You're
Sorry,
good now.
Kai is messing
Oh,
with the
fucking
cabinet. Sorry.
Of course.
hell. But she does notice this, and she very much is not happy, but she's not going to say anything. Instead, she is going to help Adriana, holding her hands as she looks at Mab. Then I guess we're leaving now. And she's just going to walk Adriana by her side, pulling her with her as gently as possible, not trying to hurt any more than she already is. And is going to whisk her away and take her out and away from Mab.
Okay. Adrian is going to kind of hesitantly let you do this, but before we leave the room, Adrian's going to bow one more time to Mab, and then walk out with you.
Mab does not really turn around. She just kind of looks at you two go over her shoulder a little bit and turns forward, and you see her kind of raise her hand and start unweaving some of the magics that were around Sage's cocoon.
That bitch woman hurt you, and I swear to God, she
No, 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 no,
breath
no,
as she's
no.
kind of.
Sage, she
I'm not going to
didn't.
talk about it here. Not here. I don't
Adriana?
want
Okay.
anybody hearing and prying eyes right.
Okay, but we will talk.
We'll talk. Just not
Okay.
right now. I want you out of here before we do.
One thing before, okay? Just, she kept her promise to you. Nothing permanent. The hand, I was going to lose it the moment music cut my strings. If they hadn't done this, I would have died. But everything else, I don't have any scars. Nothing permanent, just like she promised.
I know. I know.
Okay.
And you can tell me everything. I'm just glad you didn't lose it or you didn't die.
Me too. I'm glad that you're okay. Well, as okay as any of us can be. Sounds like you might have been through a lot too.
Let's just get out of here and I'll tell you everything. Okay?
Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, we gotta go find those, the flasks, and then we can get to the tavern.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to need a lot of explanation of exactly what we're going and doing. But I know what's going on and it's not pretty.
Yeah. All right. Adriana is going to grab Sage's hand with her good hand and lead her out of the hall.
Okay.
Oh.
As you lead her out of the hall, you are able to see like where Agden usually would be. He's not there right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it
I
doesn't.
want to check and make sure the scarf is still on my neck.
Yes, the scarf is still on your neck.
Okay.
Okay. You guys go out of the door and into the what the best description could be is a garden of Arctis Tor. It's kind of hard to call it a garden in winter.
Yeah.
But the snowstorm has stopped howling so hard around you, guys, as of right now. Seems that it has been, you know, calmed for a bit, considering that Mab is, you know, in the hall right now, and it's not about to whip around whenever she's around.
Mhm.
Not gonna explode.
Okay. All right. Mom said that they left the flask. I'm gonna assume they're back in that meeting room where everyone was before the hand thing.
That's fair.
So that's where I'm gonna take Sage.
I was originally just going to be like, Map hands you them, but I forgot to say that, so it's fine. You're able to find, you're able to go back to the meeting room where you met the two members of the Loot Tavern. There you do find 2 flasks where, and if you open them, yes, you can smell alcohol.
Adriana's gonna wince a little bit because she doesn't drink a lot, and this is the second one she's had today. So, right. Well, before that, she's gonna check for poison and stuff, just out of habit.
You notice nothing.
I guess, yeah.
Sage would have also
Right.
done the same.
Bottoms up.
Thumbs up. And Sage is just gonna kind of just down this bottle. Be like, what?
Yeah, the both of you down these bottles of spirits, and that's it.
All right. I'm gonna look for the nearest door and go through it.
I'll follow, but with a little bit of hesitation because I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing now? Like, I just got here. Like, I just got here. What is happening?
Okay.
Adriana's gonna
AJ.
give Sage a look like, just trust me, we'll be all right, and then go through the door, still holding Sage's hand with her good hand.
Adriana
And
opens opens a door, and the two of you step through, and you feel this magic swirling around you. It's a doorway that Adriana has been through many times, but for the two of you, magic just kind of swirls around you. It almost looks as if you walk into a blizzard that's not cold. But you're not able to fully see in front of you until you kind of walk through what appears to be another doorway. And if you are on D&D Beyond, there is now a map.
Oh, this music really cool.
Hang on, I gotta get off of. I need to get off my Witchlight Queen and go back to stage. Oh, Switch is gonna be really fun. Oh boy.
I don't know if Leanne's seen any of this map yet, unless she's paid attention to anyone else's sessions.
I paid attention to some of it. I remember some of it.
Okay.
Why is D&D Beyond not loading? Come on! Come on! Loud, you son of a bitch. Oh my god.
Oh, so as we're stepping through, Adriana's going to look back at Sage and be, some of these people might not be very happy to see me right now. But don't be mad at them. It's not their fault.
What the fuck did she make you do? Look, we're gonna have a long discussion about what the hell you've been through. I just hope she hadn't put you through anything that's gonna make people mad.
I almost killed one of them today.
I'm sorry, you did what now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm holding my tongue. I'm holding my tongue. And she's kind of just choosing not to say anything because, she's about to rage in a minute.
The two of you step through a doorway and appear on a very tiny island. Right in front of you is a short bridge to another kind of rocky island that holds a giant tavern. The two of you kind of can look over the edge and see that you are more or less floating in air on this island. but you cannot see that there is a ground below these floating islands.
Okay, that's new. This is supposed to be a tavern?
I mean, that's what the sign says. And I'm gonna gesture over near the door where the sign with the barrel is.
Huh. How long was I asleep for again?
That's complicated. In
Been
Fey
about,
terms, it was
Oh.
it's been
a
about a
year,
year.
and in the mortal realm, it's been about 5.
Oh, yeah.
Sage is gonna look at you with like blinking eyes. Oh, Lord. She's kind of just thinking like, oh crap, my parents. Oh crap, Lily. Oh crap, everything else. Like, oh no, I'm a bad daughter. I haven't checked it at all.
Adriana's gonna see those emotions, recognize them, because she felt them too a little bit, and just kind of squeeze Sage's hand reassuringly. We'll reach out to them as soon as we can, okay?
Oh, Mama's gonna give me a. Oh, she's gonna give me a verbal whooping. Okay. Let alone we haven't even discussed the whole relationship kind of. Oh, there's some. I'm starting to get a headache. Is
What, you're gonna introduce me to your parents already?
I mean, why wouldn't I? It's not. It's the polite thing to do.
Oh,
Besides, Mom will love you. She'll find you beautiful. I mean, she'll kind of a little bit worried about the arm, but
Adriana,
that's a whole other discussion we'll have.
Adriana's gonna like blush and look down a little bit.
I mean, you definitely give Pop a run for his money. Though he wouldn't be surprised it's a woman. He'll be kind of be like, yeah, I kind of figured. That's yeah.
What, you weren't out to your parents yet?
Well, I didn't say anything, but they didn't ask. It's kind of I don't
Fair
know. It
enough.
kind of it's not like it's like it didn't need to be said, but it was already known.
Adriana's gonna like
Either way, no.
smile up at Sage, and then like a knot of something like stress adjacent is just gonna like release from her shoulders, and she's gonna hold herself a little bit less tensely, just in this kind of domestic moment, I guess.
As you
Sage
two
will
are
definitely
discussing
notice
this,
that.
oh, go ahead, real quick.
I was gonna say Sage will definitely notice that and be a little bit relieved seeing some of the attention go away from Adriana.
Hmm. As you two are having this conversation and kind of looking at each other, the door to the tavern just kind of flies open, and in front of you is standing a orc woman, fairly pale orc woman with a red basically mane of hair pulled into a braid. Are you two just going to stand out here all day and have sappy moments, or are you going to come into the tavern already? Everybody's been expecting you at this point.
Oh,
Doubtfire?
sorry.
What?
What?
I said, Mrs. Doubtfire, is that you?
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, come on, Miss Doubtfire is amazing.
I no, it's a
Yeah, but she's
compliment.
making
It's
fun
a
of my fucking trying to do a female Russian voice.
no, but look, yours is better than mine. Okay.
That's true.
Anyways,
No offense.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
uh, uh,
Real quick,
um,
Heliana was there for the whole thing with Larsen, right?
No.
No, she was not.
No,
Okay.
that was Humperdinck.
Right, Humperdinck. Okay.
yes, ma'am. And Sage has been kind of looking at her like, what? Do we go in? Like, what? Like, what?
We
Adriana's
don't
gonna like
we don't bite. too much.
Right.
Well, I would hope not, but I was just making sure I'm not
No,
bad.
Humperdinck is not into that whole part of his physiology. No worries. He's very against consuming humans.
I mean, I'm gonna look at me and Sage, neither of us being exactly human, and just kind of shrug.
Yeah.
Human, orc, tiefling, harengon, what have it. It's fine.
Well, might as well go in. And as we're walking in, Sage's gonna be like, you actually say like my grandma. She actually see it.
You want to
She was
try
a
that
nice
again?
old lady.
You're breaking up. I'm sorry.
Can I hear that dialogue one more time?
Okay. Oh, that was me that cut out. I thought it was something
Yes.
else. I'm so. Why am I cutting
I
out?
don't
I don't get
know. Stop.
it. Oh. I guess. Well, I guess we might as well. And as I pull Adriana up to the step, you kind of do sound like my grandma.
We do have
And that's
a granny in the inn. Granny Weathertax. Although I don't think she's your granny. She looks quite a bit different.
Nah, mine was weird. She was a bunny, but then she also had her ears chopped off. It was kind of a weird situation. It's a
What the
long
fuck?
story. I could get into it later.
I don't
Yeah,
believe
she had her
that.
ears kind of chopped.
I don't believe Weathertax is a bunny. No. Maybe? I don't know.
Wait,
Come in.
I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you later as we kind of walk into the tavern.
Okay.
You guys walk in to this tavern that looks absolutely humongous. It looks, to reference it, sure, why not? It does look bigger on the inside. But also it looked extremely big on the outside too. In front of you is a circular bar that kind of looks like a cheeseburger. Don't worry about it. Circular
It really
bar.
does.
There you do see a dark elf. About like the equivalent of someone in their 30s is kind of what she looks like, working behind the bar.